Hi students, this is B.R. Shankar. Today we discuss about the proof of Maxwell's law of distribution of molecular speeds. The law of distribution of molecular velocities was derived by Maxwell in 1859 itself. It was verified experimentally only in the year 1920 by Sterno. You observe the figure shows the speed distribution function Pc representing the fraction of molecules having speeds with unit speed interval center on c on the y-axis while the speed c is taken on x-axis. To prove the distribution law, we use Stern operators and draw this graph. You can observe the thematic diagram of tooth wheel experiment of Stern. So in this apparatus, there are two circular metallic wheels A and B, two slits S1, S2, and a oven. Mercury is taken in the oven, and finally a zinc sulfide screen. These all apparatus is covered with a vacuumed box. So S2 is another narrow slit that is in the same straight line as S1. So S1, S2 slits are in the same line. P is a glass plate in the same straight line as S1 and S2. Two circular metallic wheels A and B that can be rotated around the same axis are fixed at a distance AB equal to x on the same axis. The planes of the wheels are perpendicular to the straight line AB. On the edge of each wheel, there are 50 teeth protruding out and that are uniformly spaced along the circumference of the each wheel. Thereby we get 50 slots that are uniformly spread along the circumference of the each wheel. Initially, the teeth on the edge of wheel B are not exactly parallel to the teeth on the edge of wheel A. Consequently, initially the slots in B are not exactly parallel to the slots in A but are inclined at an angle of 2 degrees. That is, the wheel B has to rotate 2 degrees so that the slots in B came exactly opposite to the slots in A. The whole arrangement is kept in the vacuum box. Mercury is taken in the oven O and is heated and vaporized. The beam of mercury molecules passes through S1 towards S2 through the slots in A and B that are also in the same straight line. Already we discussed above as S1 and S2 and then strike the glass plate P. This happens only when the slots in B are rotated by 2 degrees just in the same time as the beam travels from A to B. The two wheels A and B are rotated speedily in the same direction. These molecules coming out of the slots in A and that have got the requisite speed to travel the distance AB in the same interval of time that the wheel B takes to rotate about 2 degrees will alone pass through the slots in B and reach P. Thus, the molecules having a specific speed range can be separated and made to fall on the P. The number of molecules falling on the P can be estimated from the intensity of the spot formed on P due to the striking of the molecules. Velocity range can be estimated from x and the speed of rotation of A and B. Now the speed of rotation of A and B can be changed and the number of molecules having another speed range can be estimated. Thus, the number of molecules moving with different speed ranges can be found out. The intensity of spot formed on P proportional to the number of molecules having a specific feed range is plotted against the ratio of C by Cp of the molecules at a given temperature. Here, the intensity of spot on the P increases, that means the number of molecules having a specific feed range also increases. Okay, some range of molecules have some number form a spot intensity. So in this way we can calculate number of molecules which are in the range of speed. That is the ratio of C by Cp. Hence C is velocity of the molecules and Cp is their most probable velocity at the given temperature. So now we got the graph diagram as shown in figure. It is exactly equal to the Maxwell's distribution law. So hence the law is proved.